Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. My name is Todd Derby, along with my co-host James Mason, and we are live today after a couple of days off. Thank you for coming back. Good morning, James. How are you?
Todd, good morning. I am doing well. How are you doing today?
Doing well. Looks like you're not 100% set up, plugged in on your system, but you're live with us, and so we're able to see you. It actually looks like your senior high school picture. Swear to God, that's like when you're 18 years old. That's a good picture, though. It really is.
Man, you can't insult me and they're like, that's a good picture there. It really is.
It is a good picture. No, how are you? Everything good?
Oh man, I hate moving. It's rough. My whole computer setup is so out of whack. Man, I had so many issues trying to get monitors to even work last night. My camera, everything is just out of whack in my life right now. Complete train wreck. I got this picture up where I'm 100 pounds lighter, catfishing everybody right now. I mean, in real life on the other side of the camera, you guys can't see it though, but because my clothes situation is disorganized, I don't have my newest North Face shirts to wear. So I'm wearing some old ones that I found, and it's like I'm wearing Maggie's t-shirt because they're I believe they shrunk in the washing machine or something. And I'm drinking out of a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew. So that's my life right now.
If you had a cigarette hanging from the corner of your mouth, it'd be perfect.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly my life at this point.
If you could give us a little yawl, just give us a little yawl would be perfect.
I know. I mean, I'm back in South Carolina now, so y'all stay tuned to see how this turns out.
We could do a reality TV show.
Yeah, but yeah, it's man.
Awesome. Well, what's going on in the market today, James?
All right. Currently, the Dow futures are up 163 points. S&P is up 15.5 points. And I'll just be 100% honest with y'all. I mean, with me still currently in the process of this move, I am not on the up and up. So Todd's going to have to carry the show. So we know where the quality will fall today at.
Oh,
nah. So we are making this little bullish push today, and the reason why I did say that is because I honestly don't know why. Why we're making this bullish push again. Like, I'm off my game right now, so I'm gonna have to start digging in, getting caught back up on the market to get a good feel of where we're at with everything that has taken place. So Todd, go ahead.
So there's one ticker we're looking at, VVOS, Vivus Therapeutics. They dropped a catalyst this morning. It's a drug company that specializes in sleep apnea, and they ran the pre-market around 657. If you can see in James's chart. But it's been trading in this trough between 6 and 620, and it didn't drop off. So at the open of the market, it's going to be on my radar for a push as a possibility. I did buy some locates in case it does a big run. I may short it after the fact, but it's definitely on my radar this morning. There's not a whole lot on the radar, so this was definitely grabbed my attention. What's your thoughts on the breakout prices?
So, with you going and grabbing locates, just want to go and say that you are a hedgy and a shill and yeah. So reason why VVOS ticker VVOS is making that push is the news on it is FDA grants a 510K. I'll be honest, guys, I don't even know what a 510K is. Market clearance to let's see, VVOS Therapeutics, and let's see, for a mRNA oral application for treating mild to moderate sleep apnea. So that is obviously a huge market. And let's talk about the share structure. So share short, pretty much. I mean, there's not really much on the short side, 119,000 shares. Share structure, 22.8 million shares outstanding. The float, 16.7 million shares. Percent held by insiders, 21.77%. Percent held by institutions, 5.28%. So, I mean, we do have this company. I mean, the insiders are pretty vested into it. We do have a fair amount of institutions buying into it. And with that news, this will definitely be something to keep an eye out for. And let me just chart this for y'all real quick. Let's see. Okay, so here we are, pre-market at 6:05. This little dash line right here, and we are. If you look at that little hump with those candlesticks, catching some resistance right in there. So let's go ahead and draw a line right there, and we'll need to draw another line right in here, guys. So you can see we're right at 681, right in that range. You can see where that's acting like a support resistance. And let's go up here. Right there. Okay. So, okay, guys. So if you remember, we spoke like last week and the week before, and we actually mentioned it a few times. When you have this like hardcore downtrend like this, you have all these people who are looking to get out of a trade or just break even. And then when you have a significant gap up like this, these guys, they're just happy to break even or take a small loss. And when you're going long, that's when you have to watch out. A lot of times these people, you know, like I just said, they're looking to just get out of this trade, and the bears know this, and the bears are going to convince them even more once they start to short this thing. And that's usually why when you see these gap ups like this, those days it gaps up, it prints a long red candle downward. It's just everybody just trying to bail out. So, you know, with Todd talking about him getting short locates, that's exactly why. And I mean, I agree with it. I mean, I'm not going to really be trading today just because I'm trying to get back on track. But if I was trading, I would absolutely be looking to short this today. And then it's kind of hard to say right now about like tomorrow and the rest of the week. But on this daily chart, I do expect it to kind of pull back down. And once we start seeing it pull back down and get probably just a few candles going sideways on the daily chart, personally, if I was going to hold this for a longer position, if it was something I felt positive about, I'd wait for it to come down, consolidate a couple days on the daily chart, and that's when I would take a smaller position, just a smaller one now, because I want to wait for it to pull back upwards and actually break that high again before really going in. Now, that FDA news for this ticker today, I mean, that is huge. I mean, that's a huge market, you know, when you're talking about sleep apnea. And with them getting that market clearance, that's going to be a strong catalyst for it today. So let's go to the 5-minute chart really quickly.
Yeah, as we're talking about it right now, clearly we're having an impact on the market. It's just went from 605 to 637. It's just amazing how strong our show is.
Exactly. You know, we're basically pumping this right now.
just charting it out for people, like it's just like boom. The
volume. So looking at the 5-minute chart right here, guys, you know, we can see that $6.81 range. That's kind of getting covered up right there. All right, whatever. But that 681 range will be acting like a strong resistance coming up here. So personally, like looking at that 5-minute chart, man, it would kind of scare me away from taking a long position. I mean, there's just going to be a lot of people trying to get out to break even. And then there's going to be a lot of bears coming in here trying to short this at these resistances. And, it creates this weird dilemma because this is legitimate news. This is big news. But if you ever notice when we're talking about like FDA news, they can literally talk about curing cancer. And I mean, I'm talking about like life-changing stuff. And then we'll have a red day. And that goes back to the whole theory of, buy the rumor, sell the news. And with the way a lot of the markets trade, especially a lot of these like big players in the game, the news does not matter. They 100% believe in the whole, buy the rumor, sell the news. And if you think about it, how many times have you guys come across a ticker that had phenomenal news and you're just like, why is this getting beat down? Hence predictive oncology. There's just a lot of people in there. They know that, yes, this company has something good going on, but they know they can break the spines of a lot of the bulls as soon as they start seeing red. And that's why they just keep pressure on it. And it makes it easy for them to win overall. And once once you see like a strong run like this is like a payday for them, because they'll start putting that pressure back on it. And you have all those, now predictive oncology isn't in like a downtrend like this. Predictive oncology has a pretty decent, healthy 1-year, 1-day chart. But like this right here, that's a strong downtrend. And again, like all these people can be begging to get out. So, going back to the whole buy the rumor, sell the news, I mean, these guys, they fully understand this method. They know it works. And they know as soon as the bulls jump in to go long, if they short it at those resistances, they'll shake those bulls out so quick. And that will just help with what they're trying to do, push it down, along with all these people trying to jump out. And that's why these FDA news releases end up printing red days. And that's just really the best way I can explain it.
It's a good explanation. It makes sense.
Hold on a second. So Brian Latchford, thank you, sir. Hold on. Marquee it. This is you know what, Brian, I owe you a smile when I get my camera going again. Nice. This is funny. Finally get a good picture of James. Okay, let me find the ban button really quickly. All right. So yeah, that's just my take on ticker BVOS. And again, guys, like this is one of those things. I mean, maybe I could be wrong. Maybe I'm wrong, and the market absolutely loves this news, and they just squeeze the bears out. That's always possible. But that's just one of those things that there's no way to know that. There's no way to know that until it happens. And that's why, like, if I'm not already in this trade, if I would decide to enter this trade at a break above like a resistance, it will only be for a smaller position, and I 100% expect to lose. But I'm really just taking that smaller position for the what if. What if these people who are coming into short get squeezed out for some odd reason, and this thing just skyrockets. Todd, what ticker was that about a month or two ago that you're in? And I mean, it was up like at $32, and we were talking about it, and I was like, man, you're still in this? I would, and I was like, I would sell. I knew me. I would sell for a profit. She already had a fat profit, and then it went up in like to the 90s.
ANVS.
Okay, yeah. ANVS, perfect example. Todd and I were watching this. Todd was in the trade. I wasn't. And I was like, man, I would take my profits because, I mean, how many points were you already up?
Well, my average was around $26, and I sold my average sale was $39, and it ran to $97.
Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things. I mean, when I was even looking at the chart at the moment when we're talking about it, I was talking about selling it at $32, and I would have been stoked with that. I mean, nobody would have foreseen it going up to $96. It's just one of those things like you can't predict that. So kind of going back, guys, to taking that smaller position at that break above the high on a day for like a stock like this in VVOS. I would me personally, like I only take those smaller positions in a real small position with the understanding that I do expect this to be a losing trade, but the position size is so small that if it was a loss, it's just going to be a few $100s of losses. And I'm really just chasing that what if. I mean, is it gambling?
It's calculated risk.
Exactly, yeah. I hate to use the word gambling with stock trading, but I mean, Todd said it the best way possible to make me feel better about myself. It's calculated risk. I'm sure that's what gamblers say as well.
Some do. Some say it's a stone cold lock.
Yeah. All right. So we got the myth, the legend, Johnny Walker.
Good morning, Johnny.
With his $10 tip. Johnny on here spamming his company. Jeez.
He's out here trying to earn some affiliate commissions.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's see. We got 6 minutes until the bell, and let me just run through the comments really quickly. Okay, so we're a little light on the comments today, but that's to be expected because you guys can't see my actual face. So of course there won't be that much engagement.
Those actually comments are good. Like I see a lot of good mornings, Team Todd. Todd. Hedge fund Todd's a good thing. Comments are great.
Hashtag Todd carries the show.
Hashtag Todd carries the show.
Oh, okay. Brian just actually threw up. Brian, thank you for that. Hold on a second. Let me pop it up here. All right. So Brian just threw up ticker PHUN, fun, which has not been fun at all. He writes, they are pumping it, but can't get it up. Yeah. So I have 1,500 shares of PHUN. Let me just pull it up on its crappy chart. And I'll be honest on this one, guys. Like, I'm legitimately holding the bag on this one. My 1,500 shares of PHUN, and like I've just been waiting for them to pull their head out of their butts and do something with their freaking coin and get it on the market to really get it going. I mean, based off of my research with this company and their platform, it makes complete sense. Their plan sounds great to basically like rival, like the Amazon AWS platform and things like that. I mean, in the beginning and then for a while, I wouldn't foresee them ever overtaking AWS. But I do believe that if they could follow through and make something happen with their plan and what they're building and get their token up and running, that they do have potential. But I've honestly believed that for a while now. But they have seemed to just completely just drop the ball. And it's turned into just a big old crap show for them. And I can see it in my freaking P&L. And I'm just glad I only have 1,500 shares. I took a starter position with 500 shares to begin with, and then I scaled in twice to get a total of 1,500 shares. And I was just like, screw it. I ain't adding anything else to this. And this thing has just been getting massacred. I'm not sure if I'm gonna scale it. I mean, I could get my average down significantly if I did scale in, but I'm kind of feeling uneasy about them at the moment. Just because, like, I mean, they're so far behind with everything. And something just is not adding up anymore with them. That's what I'm worried about. So I don't really want to get heavy now. I'm probably going to still hold my 1,500 shares. I mean, if it would break above, well, now if it break above that 200 EMA on the daily chart, I'd probably just add maybe 500 to 1,000 more shares. My original plan was to get heavy in this, but I'm not now. Even if they do drop positive news, a catalyst, whatever it may be, I don't know. I just lost my taste for them. Yeah, something just isn't adding up.
All right, we're about 90 seconds to the start of the market. Any final thoughts today, James?
No, not really. I'm just gonna kind of watch the market. I need to just dig in and just get caught up on everything and get my setup squared away, get caught up on TT work, and come back tomorrow. See what we got going on.
All right, guys.
All right, everybody. So appreciate y'all tuning in. Remember, trade safe, trade smart, and move them stop losses up. And Todd, hit me with that outro.
You guys have a great day. Be smart, be safe. We'll see you tomorrow.